Good afternoon, guys. Back again, and the title of the video is pretty much a little bit how I feel today is where to start and what to do. And of course, I'm well aware that a lot of people thinking of going to the gym or wanting to lose weight or get in shape might say to themselves exactly the same thing. They don't know where to start and they don't know what to do. And this very much gives a paralysis. It very much makes us afraid to take action. It makes us procrastinate. So let's simplify a little bit. What do you want to do? Okay, so we're going to take the example of someone who wants to lose weight. So if you want to lose weight, first thing we need to understand is what you're doing is not working. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel the need to lose weight. If you are currently losing weight, don't fret about it. Just keep on the train as long as it suits you. So we'll say you're in this situation that you want to lose weight or you want to get healthier. You want to get fitter, and you don't know where to start. Well, the main thing is to have an idea of where you want to go. A lot of people who come in here say, I just want to be able to play with my kids. My younger kid is starting to do football and GAA, and I want to be able to actually able to run down the lawn with them and kick a bit of ball without feeling my chest about to explode through my rib cage. So there you go. That's a goal there. That's an idea of where you want to head to. You want to bring your fitness up. Your weight will probably come down as a side product of that. So you can decide then, do I know how to get this, or do I need to get someone to help me? And it's the same kind of thing. If I have a problem with the sink in my kitchen and I don't know much about plumbing, I'm probably going to get a plumber. So why should it be any different that if you have a problem with your fitness, if you have a problem getting motivated, that you don't hire someone to help you with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want to start off by yourself. Well, with a lot of these things, it's a case of making it measurable. So if you decide, I'm going to go for a walk 3 times a week, that's a very good starting point. But what we need to consider is, how are we going to progress this? How are we going to make this a little harder and get more benefit from it? If you were doing the same walk 3 times a week for 6 months, after a certain amount of time, you will just adapt to it and you will get no further benefit. You need to walk further and further and further. So have you considered how to do that? Maybe you could take up a sport. I am a big believer in people need people around them to make them accountable and to make them train. You don't have to come to a gym like here. You could take up a sport. However, if it's not going to push you in some way, challenge you in some way, you're not really going to get fitter. The body needs a challenge, like we all do, mentally and physically. The body needs a challenge and it will rise to it. That is what makes us fitter at that purpose. So you're trying to get fitter. You could go to the gym. You could pick any program off the internet. We are a generation now, well, you might debate which generation you belong to. In the world now, we have never had as easy access to information ever. There has been no period in history where people had such ready and easy access to information. It's sitting right there in your pocket. The key to practically all the known knowledge of the universe is sitting in your pocket. So if you want an exercise program, you can reach out and get it. If you want dietary advice, you can reach out and get it. The problem is, when everyone can put out information, it's hard to know which is real and which is not. So let's stick with the basics. You want to get fitter, you need to do a little more each week. Whether it's walk a little further, run a little farther, lift a little more. You need to push yourself a little bit more each time. And over time, what now seems impossible, like we'll say if today you're only able to walk 2 kilometers, or what would that be, about 1.6 miles. If you're only able to go about 1.6 miles today, or 1.5 miles, or 2 kilometers, you need to gear up is, how am I going to get this to 5 kilometers in 6 months? And it really is a case of just breaking it down, little by little by little. It'll be, maybe I'm just going to add, if you have a little loop around your house, measure it out with your car, or, well, around your parish. And we'll say if the loop is a mile, you can decide, okay, I'm going to do 1 loop 3 times a week for the next month. And then the week after that, I'm going to do 2 loops. Or maybe it's 2 loops on a Monday, 1 loop on a Wednesday and a Friday, and gradually bring it up like that. And it seems simple, but don't ever confuse simple with ineffective. Now, this is a very slow progress, but progress is progress. Doesn't really matter how slow it takes if you're happy with it and comfortable with it. And that's the key thing. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing if you're making progress. It's very, very deceptive to look at people doing this, that, or the other on Instagram or Facebook and seeing they're doing 50 things at once and thinking that's where you have to start. It is not. It is absolutely not. Everyone has their own different starting point, and you need to find the thing you can start at and keep to. Because there's no point in jumping on this ultra fit, go hard, 5 hours of training every week, doing it for a month, and then being so disillusioned by the entire process that you won't go into a gym again for the next 3 years. That is a waste of everybody's time. You need to find the approach that's going to fit you. Slow, scalable, progressible. You can do it at home, you can do it anywhere else. But the key thing is, know where you want to end up. If it's a case of, I just want to play with my kids, well, maybe you don't need to be able to run a marathon and climb 6 mountains in 5 days. That's fine. If you enjoy that stuff, go for it. But just be sure that it's going to tie in with what you actually want from your health and fitness and your lifestyle. So do think about that. Think about, is there something you can enjoy? You can do that, get better at it. And is there something that you want? Is it just a case of, I want to be able to play with my kids, I want to be able to run up and down the field with them every now and again? You know, that's a simple program, and any good trainer would be able to help you with that. They don't need to break you every session in order to let you play with your kids. If you want something more, great. But it's all up to you. Just decide what you want, and then you can start working that way. Okay? Might have been a bit waffly. Waffly is good every now and again. I'm sure the beer was good last week. So think about it anyways. And if you're not sure what goals you have, don't be afraid to shoot me an email. You can get me tw@foundationft.com. That's my own email. Or you can send us a message on the Facebook page, and I'll send you a message back. There's no problem. And sometimes it's just a case of, I just want to help someone now today. Anyone that sends me an email today, I'll get back to them in the week. Just send me an email, and I'll give you any advice I can. Doesn't necessitate that you have to come in here, but maybe give you a couple of little steps just to get you on that road and see if that helps. Okay? Take care, guys. Talk to you soon.